Hi there, and welcome to your first training video. In this video, you're going to learn exactly how to structure your content for the first 2 minutes. And we're going to use something called the format system. That's the number 4, MAT. So, don't you find that at the very start of your presentation, that's when the anxiety is at its highest? We tend to get this big rise in anxiety, and as soon as we go through those first 2 minutes, we then start settling down. That's very true, isn't it? As long as it's going well. If you can structure it in such a way where you know you're going to become across very, very confident in that first 2 minutes, very professionally, then you know that you're going to be a lot more comfortable as it goes through the rest of your talk. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a very effective way of communicating, and it's going to be using the format system. There's a lady called Dr. Bernice McCarthy, and she did a lot of work with people at schools and colleges and universities and also at the workplace. And she wanted to identify exactly how individuals take in information, how they listen to information. And there's a set structure. There's, first of all, the why. Why should they listen to this? Why am I listening to this person speak to me? Then you have the what. Well, what are they actually saying? What are they talking about? Then they have the how. How does this really make sense to me? How is this going to work? And then you have the what if. And that's, by the end of this, what am I going to really learn? What am I going to take away from this? And if you can structure the start of your presentation, the first 2 minutes, using those 4 points, you will feel instantly a lot more confident. And so let's work with it now, and you can see exactly how it's going to fit in for your particular talk. So we'll do this now. First of all, if you can grab yourself a pen and paper, all the better as well. We're going to first of all write down these 4 points: why, what, how, and what if. Okay, so there we are. We have the four points down there. Now, I'm not going to write any more details on that because we don't need to. But what we need to do is make sure that we follow these 4 points to begin with. The why is all about why they should listen to you. So if we take a theoretical talk right now, let's talk about the credit crunch and how it may have affected a medium-sized company. We might talk about why. Why are we all here today? Well, the reasons we're here today is because at the moment we're going through the recession. We need to make sure that we increase our sales, and let's see if we can do a cost-cutting exercise as well, so we can make more profits. Now that's going to get a lot more people listening to you, feeling a lot more comfortable with you as well. They're going to be ready and motivated to listen to what you have to say. Then you go into the what, and the what section is all about what you're going to cover. So you might say our current financial situation, my proposals, and where we think we might be in the short, medium and long-term future. And therefore people are like, right, that's very, very clear, I understand exactly what you're going to talk about. The how, you want to tell people exactly how this is going to work. So you might tell them how long you're going to be there for, when they can ask questions, and you also might talk about, are you going to use particular case studies or something like that. So you might say, okay, so it's going to take about 10 minutes, I'm going to talk you through the different processes. Please ask any questions whenever you like, let's keep it interactive. And I want to make sure that you know that we're going to be running through some handouts where there's a lot of case studies in there as well, so you can see exactly how this is going to fit in with the company. That makes it a lot clearer for those how tend to be people. And then you've got the what if. And the what if is saying by the end of this what they're going to really take away. And they might have a clearer understanding of exactly how the credit crunch is affecting the business and where you think the company might be in the future. So then you might say, okay, and by the end, what I'm hoping is you're going to have a much clearer idea of exactly where we are in the current financial storm and where we can be in the future if we implement some of these ideas that we learned today. That's going to be a very, very engaging, very, very effective way of communicating from the very start of your talk, but also it's so simple. You're just running through 4 points in your own mind, and you're much more sturdy in your talks, and you'll also realise that you don't have to run from a script any longer, which is a big, big problem. But also you realise that you can't forget your words because you know exactly where you're going next. So this is how it might sound. Okay, so thanks very much for coming everybody today. The reasons why we're here today is because at the moment we're going through the credit crunch. Our sales are down and the costs have remained the same, and so we need to start finding some solutions, and I want everyone to feel that they can contribute today and make a big, big change. What we're going to do is first of all talk about the current situation, where we are right now in this financial storm. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to give you some of my proposals where I think we can improve. And we're also going to talk about the short and the medium and the long-term future. This should take about 10 minutes or so, and please feel free to ask any questions at any time. And what I'm hoping is by the end of this, you're going to have a much clearer understanding of exactly where we are right now and where I think we can be in the short-term future and also the long-term future. So without further ado, let's get into the meat of this talk. Now, if you use that, you're going to find that you feel a lot more comfortable, a lot more at ease, and it's something that's very, very simple. So go away, use those 4 points, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much.